today we're going to be talking about the pull-out method.
And uzokutshela ukuthi mina i-condom angibe comfortable ngayo uyabo.
Having sex a lot, because you know, us more especially as black people, we usually have lots of sex.
Professor ati mara ndaitanga nama ndivandisha uri ndiyatawenza wa right ndakundawenza ndaita pull out ndaiita ne pull out
ngasho ukuthi no, sometimes was ngagula maybe ngizongqala ngana if ngamina ngayiclinic ngasabtesta
we khona unginasipho la ngayenza khamba kahle
kwenzakalani usekhona okay okay.
Hey everybody, my name is Dr. James Menya Artivo, better known as Dr. James, your friendly neighborhood key-ready young doctor. And today we're going to be talking about the pull-out method. So you might have heard the term before, but not a lot of people actually know what it is. And just to explain it a little bit, pull-out method refers to when you're having penis and vagina sex without any protection. So no condoms, but the idea is that you withdraw the penis just before the sperm is ejaculated or sperm enters the vagina. And yeah, people do this so that you don't fall pregnant, or at least that's what they rely on, that you won't fall pregnant. But we're going to get into the details in a little bit.
sifast thina singamadoda wena ukubaleka futhi.
Okay. And have you ever done a pull-out method?
La ngayenza khamba kahle
Kwenzakalani usekhona okay. Okay.
or pull-out method because I prefer ukuthi singamithisi but kumele ngishaye pull-out ukuthi ngamithisi umntana wanti if prevent yabona.
Have you ever used the pull-out method when?
Yeah.
Okay. And then why you cation?
Mina sometimes uyasinokusiza msana ukuthi ngishaye pull out vela munye ukuthi maspend mawafika pull out fast.
Well, ngokuya kwami ne-experience yami angithi manje depend ukuthi wena nelo partner yakho nikhuluma kanjani uyabo. Mhlawumbe i-partner yakho has had sex before you and uzokutshela ukuthi mina i-condom angibe comfortable ngayo uyabo. So that's why mhlawumbe athi yena it's best ukuthi i-pull-out game yakho ibe emandleni, we understand, so that kungabi nama mistake ukuthi she falls pregnant or intonyana ezinjalo. That's how I would say it. Yeah.
And have you ever used the pull-out method?
I don't play that game. I don't.
Why?
I don't want I'm unprepared responsibilities. We have been safe of it. Yeah, been safe.
No, I prefer to play safe.
And why do you play safe?
Because now I got a future ahead of me. So there's just a lot on my plate. So if I can get I would say an unplanned child, then it won't be good for me.
Because pull-out is fast. Yeah, I think that they just think I'm just gonna pull out like faster before I.
Okay. And have you ever used the pull-out method?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. And why haven't you used the pull-out method?
Why have I?
Why have you not used it? Why do you avoid it?
You know, most of the time, like I Jesus. No, I'm comfortable. Okay. Yeah. You know, I'm a man of my word, so sometimes when it's that time, so I just rest. Like
What do you mean you just rest?
I don't pull out, I just rest. I just let it be. Like
Oh! Thank you for your honesty. I was not catching on.
Obvious, yeah. As soon as you go pull out, you want to go shower, one and one, and go condom sometimes, yeah. ya bora I feel that thing zwavhuḓi ngori nama ya I feel sharp like that ṱavhanyedza nda ita nga condom like a thi to I feel that much mara nda ita nga nama nda ṱavhanyedza I feel that's why ndi tshi kona u ita pull out ngori condom ndi vha ndi si khou to I feel sharp pull out nda ita tshiṅwe tshifhinga mara hai tshifhinga tshoṱhe arali ndi khou ita pull out zwi amba uri ndi vha ndi si khou ṱoḓa u vha na ṅwana ende condom nayo nda I shumisa nga tshiṅwe tshifhinga ndi pfha ndi si to I funa ngoralo ngori a I sharp ngori thi pfhesesi professor a thi pfhesesi mara nda ita nga nama ndi vha ndi sharp ngori ndi a ṱavhanyedza u vha right ndi a kona u ṱavhanyedza nda ita pull out pull out nda I ita nṋe pull out a thini ya ḓifila ine muṋe zori yo no vha tsini ndi a kona uri ndi a zwi pfha zori yo no vha tsini ndi a kona u ita mini u ita pull out fast ndi a ita nga tshifhinga
Probably because of lack of knowledge and understanding, because some female as well, they don't explain to their husbands or boyfriends that they should condomize on intercourse. So that's probably one of the reasons that they don't use condoms. They might use condom and then after a period of time, then they stop using their condoms because probably due to having sex a lot. Because us, more especially as black people, we usually have lots of sex. So I think that's the problem.
Okay. Do you use the pull-out method?
Actually, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm willing to get married if it only happens, but I don't have a girlfriend, so I don't go there. I don't actually.
Cool. So there are a few reasons why people would opt to use the pull-out method. And some of these could be that you simply don't have a condom available at the time when you want to engage in sex. Some people think that, or they believe that it's more pleasurable to have sex without a condom, and then they rely on other methods of birth control, but most of the time this doesn't actually happen. So it is a spur of the moment type of thing, and then you have a situation where you need to pull out to prevent pregnancy, unwanted pregnancy. And then another controversial reason why this could be happening is because it's almost like you might have heard the term pull-out game, and my pull-out game is strong. So in a group of friends, it might be your reason to increase your rep, or I don't actually know how to phrase this correctly, but if you are watching this and you're familiar, you might relate that you are basically gonna be the man, or your pull-out game is strong. You don't use a condom, but you or your partner doesn't fall pregnant, something like that. You get where this is going. But is it effective? So there are actually studies that say that it works around 70 to 78% of the time. So it's not to say that if you are using the pull-out method, then it's always gonna work, or it doesn't work at all. So there is some room for it, but is it really what you want to do? Considering that there are other risks when you are having sex without a condom, like getting infected with STIs or contracting HIV. Those are things you must also weigh up, and there is a lot of human error. You can imagine, because it relies on you pulling out, right? And that part before a man ejaculates or the sperm comes out is usually the most pleasurable part of sex for the man. So now you must stop at that point. You're just putting yourself under a lot of pressure. So yeah, those are basically the facts surrounding it. From a medical professional's view, do I recommend it? And the short answer you can guess is no, because there are better ways in which to prevent pregnancy using hormonal contraceptives, barrier methods like the condom, which is probably putting those two together is the best way to have sex, because the condoms do prevent infections. Then from a personal point of view, I think that maybe if you're in a committed relationship and you and your partner are planning to have kids at some stage, you just don't have a date or time, the pull-out method could be a way to keep things interesting in the relationship. But if you don't have that commitment and you don't have a long-term partner, I think rather don't gamble, because I see it as basically gambling with the outcome. You don't know if it's going to work, you don't know if you're going to fall pregnant, so rather don't put yourself in that situation and be sure that you are doing the right things to prevent unwanted pregnancies.
No, I think it's a game of luck. You are just gambling there. Understand? Nobody can really say I'm the master of this, because in one way or the other, it will catch up with you.
Tioni mara zuria zomaitea divi
No, it's impossible. It's not possible. Because condoms are there to prevent sperms from entering into the vagina. So,
yeah, it's possible, because khona lento bakuthiwa yi-pre-ejaculation, and so iyayenzeka kubeni ujida angazizwa, we understand ukuthi khona lokho kuphumile, bese masekazuzizwa ukuthi sekunjalo, then that's when he will pull out, we understand, because now uzwa ngathi manje sekuyisikhathi sokuthi kanti sekwenzeke before, uyabona. So yeah, kuyakwenza.
Nah,
It's gonna happen with someone.
yeah, he can pull out, but then I think at some stages he can still be pregnant.
Do I think if the person can be pregnant?
Yes.
Yeah, they can be pregnant.
So does the pull-out method prevent against STIs, sexually transmitted infections? No, it does not, because in order to prevent that infection, you need to prevent the contact of skin to skin, basically. And the only way you can do that is, well, there's two ways. Firstly, you can abstain, but we're talking about actually having sex, and that method would be using a condom as a form of a barrier between that contact. So there you have it.
And then do you think a pull-out can protect you from STI, HIV?
No, I don't think so.
Azona zithusi atiboni zichithusa ngori nyadirwara arali ni khou tou wana naye muthu a khou lwala ngofhesa ni nga ḓilwala arali ni khou ḓivha zwo status tsha muthu wavho zori tshi hani, arali tshi shapo na ini ni nga vha ni shapo ngofhesa, mara arali status tsha musadzi waṋu tshi si shapo na ini muṋe ni a ḓiwana ni kha malwadze a different. Yeah.
Ngasho ukuthi no, sometimes ngagula maybe ngiguliswa umntwana engilala naye, mara if ngihambe naye ngaye eclinic naye sayitesta ngithole ukuthi akanayo AIDS, there's no need to start yabo.
I can tell, never guarantee your pullouts. You should definitely use a condom and stick on using a condom to prevent those STIs and from being pregnant. So yeah, I don't believe in pullouts.
Uyawathola sisi, kuyenzeka ukuthi wathole ama-STIs, because angithi manje anikho protected and you don't know ukuthi leyo partner yakho or wena as an individual ugcine kuphi wayenza njani njani futhi angeke uwasa ngithi awuhlala utest isikhathini esiningi so you won't know ukuthi kahle kahle is it safe for me to do it ngingagcokanga noma kanjani
Yeah, kube ngokuthi udla kuphi.
Okay. Okay.
So another topic or something very related to this that I wanted to touch on is some people actually believe that if you have sex, unprotected sex, when you're on your period, then you don't get pregnant. And that's actually a huge misconception because during your period, or at least the time when you're bleeding, is possibly one of, or might be the most fertile period in which to have sex in. So your chances might actually be increased. Why I say this is because ovulation happens just before that, and that's when the egg or ovum is released from your ovaries, has to travel down, and then pregnancy happens when the sperm meets the egg. So if you are having sex during that time, you can see how easy it is for that connection to happen. And yeah, so and when you're having, or when you're using the pull-out method, there's a higher chance that you will actually fall pregnant during your period. Another fun fact is that sperm can stay or can live for about 5 days, so that even increases your chances a lot more. So the bottom line, to prevent unwanted pregnancies and STIs, is to use your favorite form of contraception, be it the oral contraceptive pill, other hormonal contraceptives such as the injection or the implant, or the IUD, which is more long term. Couple that with using a condom, because the condom, as we mentioned, is going to prevent the transmission of the STIs and HIV. So it's called the dual method actually. So using a condom with another part of contraception to prevent pregnancy.
On a scale of 1 to 10, ungayinikeza bani i-pull-out method?
I wouldn't advise anyone to do it. Yeah, so 0 nje. It's not okay.
Wait, economy -2.
To 10. No, I'd give it like 2.
It's work, ne?
yakabani qala
Okay, in general, do you think, okay, I'm putting it as, do you think it is advisable? So out of 10, we want to see kanjani?
For me, I would say it's a 50-50 thing. You understand? Yeah, 5. I'm not sure to 5 or 4.5. Yeah.
50-50.
Oh, so
I'll give it a 5.
Hewana arali nenga nne ndikatori rothoma so ndori nne ndikatori yo thoma ari tori number 1 ndikatoralo zori ndikatori number 1 iwe zori ndiyo nene ndatozvifa zori ndoite pull out.
So 1 meaning I write pull out. I write mara vone vaishumisa.
Atatidzivi zori ndikatozviyambisa hani shapo atori ika uvili na uraru profesa ika hote shapu uri nne ndaishumisa ndaidziva ndaipfesesa mara chimwe chifhinga tikutopfesesa zori urikutopakana mini shapo ngofesa.
So zvambori vone havadiwana vakari ka situation ya uita decision, vado decide uri vado pull out or vado decide uri vado shumisa condom.
Oi, pull out we.
Mara vone vana vahomula ngari pull out ndiyone is queen.
Pull out nne ndivona ngari ndiyone ya queen upirisa condom.
mara va rate 1. If vone vachi humura ngari pull out ndiyone ya queen, why vaichi rate 1?
ri nga to ri hanefha kha vhumathene
So pull out zvino yika 10.
ri to vhea hanefho shapshap ri to i vhea hanefho ri to i litsha hanefho.
Okay, haya ro livhuwa.
7.
Okay, thank you so much.
So I would rate the pull-out method a 1 out of 10. I'm giving it a 1 because if you're in that situation and you really don't have another method, then you do decrease your chances. But again, like I said, it's a gamble. It's not 100%. The only way that you can 100% make sure, or not even 100%, let's say 98 to 99%, is to use the dual method. And obviously the conversation does change a little bit. If you're in a long-term committed relationship, you're married, you want to have kids, that's a different discussion. But a sex is life-changing. The consequences can be great. So protect yourself, stay safe. Peace out.